Geeta, very often, the SCO summit is deemed as a bloc that also sends out, at least many countries part of the bloc, send out a very clear message to the West, an anti-West message. So the fact that India is on the same platform with these countries, how is India doing the kind of a balancing act where, we don't rub off our Western allies also in the wrong way when you're on the same platform, and perhaps some countries won't shy away from sending across a very clear message to the likes of the United States. I'm talking about the likes of Russia and China.
Well, your voice was breaking a little, Akshita, but I could get a sense of your question. Yes, many believe that this is an anti-West forum, but an expert I was speaking to very nicely put it in perspective. He said that yes, Russia, China, Iran are part of the SCO. Iranian president is here, and very soon Iran will also be a full member. But we also have India. And the dialogue partners that are going to be included this time around include 4 Arab nations, which include Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia is a strategic partner of America and very critical when it comes to the Western security architecture. And certainly is an indispensable force when it comes to the West Asian region, the Middle East. And they're also part of the SCO. Turkey wants to become a member and has expressed intent. So we have and is a part of the of NATO. So you're looking at countries that are actually looking to other groupings as well. It's not just India. India is one of the newest members along with Pakistan. But we also looked at SCO because the other blocs that are Western-led are not the only ones that India should focus on. Russia is a critical country, is a critical partner of India. China, being a part of the SCO, controls and could have controlled a lot of Central Asia. But now India also stands a chance to get a foothold in Central Asia, a very important region, and so do the West Asian countries. So Middle East also are looking at the SCO. The West might keep naming it whatever they want to. The fact is that many countries are looking at Shanghai Cooperation Organization as a grouping that they should be a part of for the connectivity projects, trade and economic cooperation that the SCO is planning on doing.
Everyone's focusing on India, China, Gaurav, and the handshake between Modi and Xi. One more meeting that everyone will be watching out for is the meeting between Prime Minister Modi and Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, and that handshake. All right, I don't think Gaurav is with us. Geeta, that question to you about the meeting between Prime Minister Modi and the Pakistan Prime Minister.
Well, absolutely. The fact that Prime Minister Modi has just left India and could miss the informal dinner tonight is one gathering that he's done away with, because it would have been another room where he would be faced with the Chinese president and the Pakistani Prime Minister. His schedule is packed, but it is also very short. He comes tonight and he leaves tomorrow late evening. And in that, it's the SCO format where they will be faced with each other. They will come face to face in one room. So will Pakistan Prime Minister and Prime Minister Narendra Modi really shake hands or talk? We do not really know, given that nothing has really moved forward on many fronts, particularly on terrorism. But Akshita, one thing is very certain, that if they actually come to a point where they have to shake hands because they're standing in front of each other, Prime Minister Narendra Modi most probably will talk about the flood-affected Pakistan and how Pakistan has been dealing with the worst kind of floods, extend assistance if they really want, and also express condolences for the loss of life. So that could very well be the conversation. We do know that it was the Imran Khan administration that was absolutely hawkish and anti-India. The Sharif administration beat Nawaz Sharif, who Prime Minister Narendra Modi not only met, but also went to wish on his birthday to Rawalpindi, to his hometown in Pakistan. And this is the younger Sharif brother. So we do not really know if the dynamics are going to change, but certainly not the two leaders that India is very enthusiastic about meeting, talking at this point in time.
So it's a very, very, brief visit, as Geeta told us. 24 hours that the Prime Minister is going to be there in Samarkand, in Uzbekistan, after which he'll come back. We're just waiting also for the images that we're expecting any moment now of Prime Minister Modi taking off from the national capital. But he's also put out a statement about what he intends to achieve at the SCO summit, Geeta. If you look at, the economic takeaways of the SCO summit for India, can you give us more about that? What will India look to achieve from this particular bloc meeting?
Right. The things that India is focusing on and is looking at achieving are going to be primarily on connectivity, trade and economic cooperation. They're going to be very important aspects of the conversation that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to have over here at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit. There are key takeaways when it comes to the outcome document. There's a whole package that the SCO member states are looking at. You see, Akshita, the summit only happens for leaders to meet, shake hands, and have conversations, the things that they want to put forth. But the outcome document are already almost prepared, because the diplomats of all countries come together to decide what should be in that document and what shouldn't. And in doing so, the emphasis is certainly going to be on how to enhance connectivity that will lead to more trade. Why do I say that? Because owing to the Russia-Ukraine war, the world has suffered a massive amount of food and energy security.